Dozens of undocumented passengers were arrested in the east of Johannesburg this morning. This as law enforcement agencies held raids in the area. As we know, in lockdown level 3, all land borders are closed and people are not allowed to travel from neighboring countries except under very specific circumstances. To get more information on what exactly transpired this morning and more on the operations, we have with us General Ilyas Mawela. Thank you for speaking to us. Can you talk us through how many people were arrested this morning and where were they found?
Thank you very much. This morning we started at N12 roadblock. It was one of our 24/7 stated roadblock, and in that roadblock we've managed to impound 2 foreign registered motor vehicles whereby they were driven on our roads without the temporary import permit. And then at the very same roadblock we've managed to arrest 30 undocumented persons. And these people, they were transported from Mozambique to Johannesburg. When we interviewed them, they came through this border post in Mpumalanga. So for us, of which it's a concern, is that all the borders are closed now, but we still have these people who come through into our country. So clearly it tells us that they are exploiting these illegal crossings which we are having along the borderline. But with these intensified operations we are having, especially the roadblocks, I think we'll be in the position to can stop these people. And all those people now, they are being taken in. Immigration will deal with them and ensure that they are being processed accordingly. But over and above that, our detectives, they started with raiding of suspects, and of which over 550 wanted suspects were arrested. 86 of those were arrested for gender-based violence-related cases, and we are happy also with that one. So the third phase here, it is one of the chop shop. In this chop shop, they found an engine of a stolen vehicle, which was stolen here in Tembisa. They've also found 3 other vehicles whereby their chassis and their engine numbers were tampered with, and 1 positively cloned vehicle, it is also recovered. So we think that Okaimulao operations is giving us the desired results, and will continue to do that, so that the people of Gauteng, they must feel safe and free from criminality.
From those that you interviewed, when you spoke with them, how were they really brought across the borders? Can you give us more information around that? Were the drivers also part of this operation? Are there money being passed through for them to be brought through here?
Yeah, it's a well-oiled machine kind of an operation. Firstly, the people who are transporting them, actually who are smuggling them into the country, are the Mozambique citizens, taxi drivers with legit documents, passport correctly stamped, entered the country previously, they have their visas. So these people, they wait for them somewhere along in Malelane. So these people, they cross over through the borderline and they find their way to Malelane, whereby they'll find the taxis driven by Mozambique citizens, taxis from Mozambique with correct documentation and everything, so that they are transported into the country. So if our members are not vigilant, they are not on high alert, they are not paying attention to the detail, they only concentrate on the taxi driver, surely these people, will be smuggled into the country. But the instruction I've given to them is that these taxi operators, they must also be taken in and interviewed, because surely, to me, they know that they are running an illegal operation of smuggling undocumented people into the country.
Thank you so much. That was General Ilyas Mawela speaking to us here in the east of Johannesburg, where operations took place from the early hours of the morning. As we heard, 30 people were detained, arrested for being in the country without the correct documentation. We do know the borders are closed and they have managed to come across, through illegal means. That's it for me for now. Back to you in studio.